Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Larry. Today we're going to talk about should retired people start their own business. I know I'm going to catch a lot of grief over this one, and because a lot of people are going to think, well, I worked my whole life. Why do I want to start my own business? Well, maybe you always wanted to start your own business of some sort. Maybe you even had something in mind, but just never took the plunge. Me, on the other hand, I'm part of that rare breed. I had a real job for the first 10 years of my adult life after college, but after that, I've been totally self-employed and had my own business, and I really enjoyed it and don't regret it for a minute. I never look back. Things are a little different now, uh, but there's a lot of benefits from starting your own business. I'm not talking about going out there and doing something huge. I'm talking about something that you can do and that you want to do. It'll give you purpose, give you a little extra income, uh, perhaps. It will also be very flexible time-wise. It's got to be flexible time-wise for me, or I don't want to do it. And that's one of the reasons I do this YouTube channel. I don't spend a whole lot of time on it, but if I can do it, it should give everybody hope. Now, there are some risks when you start your own business, but if you start small, there's very few financial risk. I mean, I already had the camera. I bought a tripod and a couple odds and ends, but that's about it. The only risk for me was the technology aspect of it, because I didn't grow up with computers and technology. I learned what I needed to learn to run my business, but that was about it. So this is all new to me, and it's not that hard. I got my granddaughter to help me set up the YouTube channel itself. In fact, I got a guy coming over today to give me a few pointers. He's the only one I know locally that has his own YouTube channel. The best approach if you want to start your own business is something that costs very little and it's very low risk. It could be, and I'm going to name some of these towards the end of this video. I'm going to name some of these things you could do it's very low risk, very cost effective, maybe something you're passionate about. But if you're not passionate about it, you're not going to do it. I don't care what it is, but be passionate about it. One good thing about being self-employed, when I was a contractor, every day, I was a painting and drywall contractor, every day I was making a difference, every day. I'd go into a place, we'd walk into a big building, and when we left at the end of the day, it was beautiful. Well, at least a lot better than what it was when we walked in. And it gave me a lot of satisfaction. Now, the money was good also, but it gave me a lot of personal satisfaction to create something and make something pretty. There's a lot of good businesses you can start. There's a lot of expertise out here on this channel. It's not from me, but from you all. I've even thought about consulting. What are you really good at? What are you really passionate about? What do you have a ton of experience doing? Maybe you could do something like that, consulting. It's not that hard. With social media the way it is now, you can start from scratch and grow something and keep it as small or as large as you want it to be. A lot of online businesses, eBay, Amazon, uh, there's just a ton of things. 60% of the people, 60% of the products sold on Amazon are sold by individuals. That's kind of something I didn't know, but 60% are. Now, there's a lot of people who can walk in uh, a Goodwill store or a thrift store. My wife, if she wanted to make money selling clothes, she could sell clothes. She is the thrift store queen. She buys all her clothes at the thrift store. Always looks really good. Uh, but she knows name brands. She knows name brands. So if she wanted to, here's an idea for you ladies or men, really, if you know clothes. You can walk into a thrift store. A lot of the stuff she says still has the tags on it. She could buy it for $8, $10, sell it on eBay for $20, $25. That's one way. Very low risk, very little investment. There's also garage sales. I've watched a couple of videos on these people who go out to these garage sales, and they make money, but they know what they're looking for. I don't have any expertise in any of that stuff. I don't care if it's games or you name it. I just don't have the expertise in it, or I'd do it myself. I've seen it where people take free stuff off Craigslist. Look on Craigslist under free, and may see some things there that people are just giving away. You can see another purpose for it, maybe a piece of furniture that you can refinish and sell. Give you something to do. Maybe you got some expertise in refinishing wood. That'd be a good thing to start. But the clothes, that works. You can also do any kind of service. Dog sitting, we dog sat last week for my son. We didn't get paid for that, but we have gotten paid. Our neighbors, bless their hearts, they insist on paying us. Sometimes they go out of town for a day or two, and we help out with the dogs. We don't watch them totally, but we help out with the dogs, and they insist on paying us. Where they're our neighbors, and we've been neighbors for a long time, but they insist on paying us. But that's something you could do. If your friends know that you're available to dog sit for a period of time, it's easy generally. I don't know everybody's dogs, but it's generally easy. If you got some contractor skills or some handyman skills, there's all types of people looking for handyman. I know my one of my next door neighbors uses a handyman service all the time. All the time. He's made a fortune off her probably, but you don't have to charge as much because you're retired. You don't need to make as much. Some of the things I thought about. I was just in the Speedway. I got my cup of coffee on my way over here, and there was a guy in there picking up a DoorDash order. DoorDash. I've seen him come in there at 4 o'clock in the morning when I happened to couldn't sleep and went over there, picking up DoorDash orders, a gig app. I thought about that. In fact, I researched it quite a bit for a long time. Probably spent way too much time on it. But I researched it quite a bit because I've got a full-size cargo van. And just like DoorDash, they have delivery apps for people with like cargo vans or step vans. So I thought, well, I could pick this up and deliver it and make some money. And a lot of these gig apps, though, you have to be real careful of because they've, over the last couple of years, with so many people hurting in this economy, they've really lowered the rates on some of this stuff. I ran into one guy at Speedway a few months back. He's my age. He's definitely retired. I said, "What do you?" After I saw him 2 or 3 mornings, I said, "What are you doing up so early in the morning?" He says, "Well," he says, "I do." He says, "I drive Uber." He says, "I'm up, not a big deal. I just stay local and I drive Uber." He said, "Makes me a few bucks, and I use that money to go on vacations." I'm like, "That's a good idea. Get in a car with a total stranger and give them your credit card information." Yeah, I don't think I want to do that, but I did think about the delivery apps because that was I wouldn't have to handle the products or anything. There's also Walmart has a program they call Walmart Spark. Amazon has one, Amazon Flex, I think it's called. They can you can sign up for 2 or 3 or 5 hour windows just whenever you want to. If you want to do a 4 hour shift at Walmart, pick up the products, deliver them, you can do that and make some pretty decent money actually. Uh, that's not quite for me, I don't think, but it may. But I've got a lot of construction skills, rehab skills, real estate skills. I've flipped some properties. I've had a lot of rentals. I thought a couple different ways about how I could be a real estate consultant, an objective third party consultant on some of these things. But I haven't. I dipped my toe in it a little bit a few months back, but I really haven't got into it at all. And I may do that. You can always do a YouTube channel. There are 14 million YouTube channels. 14 million. Find your niche. Find your niche and talk about it. I know you've got some expertise and some interest. It's not that hard to do. I mean, I'm living proof again. I'm living proof that anybody can do this thing. But if you got anything out of this, I'm not looking to, I'm not trying to encourage you to start your own business, but you can if that's your passion. And it gives you a lot of time flexibility. Might make some extra income out of it, gives you some purpose. And you can just spend as much time and money as you want to on it. You don't have to spend any if you don't want to, and still start something. So if you got anything out of this, like, share, subscribe. And until we meet again, I'm going to continue to press on towards that goal.